Is there anything anyone would like to change?
This is a point in time where you could add an item to the agenda. Under agenda review, we have 7 minutes, that are not on the agenda. For an executive session special meeting on February the 3rd. We could actually add those minutes.
Right to the review of the other ones?
Yeah, you can do that now.
Okay. So we're gonna move the minutes from an executive session that we had on Tuesday, February 3rd to number 5. And we'll approve them then. Okay, anything else? Okay, comments from, any other comments from the select board? Town manager? Citizens, any topics that are not on the agenda? Okay. Review the minutes from the previous meeting of January 26, 26. Motion to approve the minutes from January 26th. So move. Second. Any discussion?
This job capture and all of that stuff, there was a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then-
Okay, all those in favor of minutes signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Okay, executive session that was done on February 3rd. A motion to accept the minutes. There was no motion taken.
No action.
No action taken out and during this executive session. We just have a motion to accept it.
So move.
Second that.
Because they're not posted at this time, right?
Oh, he has them posted somewhere.
They're posted.
They're just not in our
They're
packet.
posted on the website, but not in our packet. Okay. Anybody want to hear what that was? It's fairly short. You want me to read it into the record? Everybody good? Good. Anybody online? Again, there was no action taken, so. Good.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions? And it's carried. Okay. You want a public hearing for road reclassification petition, highways number 112 and 118.
We just jumped to the motion?
Yeah.
I move that the select board warn a public hearing to consider petitions requesting the reclassification of portions of town highway number 112 and town highway 118 from class 4 town highways to legal trails, and to consider associated motorized use restrictions as set forth in attachment A, draft public hearing notice, with the public hearing to be held on March 23rd, 2026 at 6:30 PM at Martin Memorial Hall, 5259 US Route 5, Ascutney, Vermont.
Your second,
I can second that.
any discussion?
Highways 112 and 118. We're warning a public hearing, and I'm sure in the public hearing, there's probably gonna be maps. And whatever, but could we identify in this notice where these locations are exactly?
I think he's asking for that.
I can do that.
Yeah, please, yeah, just so that if people are. I mean,
Well, there's a map included in the petition that we got a few weeks ago. It shows it. There's
okay,
sections of the Crown Point
I
Road.
didn't see that then, and it's not here now.
There's sections of it
Yeah, section of the Crown Point Road where it goes all the way through Weathersfield.
across these two boxes.
So if I could, on the packet that I submitted to Brandon, I highlighted in yellow and blue, I highlighted highway 112 in yellow and
It's not
highway
right.
118 in blue, there we go. So this is actually highway map, it's very similar, so here's highway 112 from Reservoir Road to Butterfield Hill. And here's highway 118 from the intersection of 112 to our property line. Where we identified it.
So can you,
Well-
well, I'm having one of these days, can you show me where either Katy Hill Road is
Sure.
or Center Road or?
Yeah, so this is Reservoir Road. Brandon, can we flip the town highway map up? It'd be much easier because it's clear on that. You have to go to, I think it's another. I'm guilty for making your packet thick tonight because I included a lot of information because.
Did.
There we go. Okay,
Ah,
so this is maybe easier. So this is the center road here.
Yep.
Caddy Hill is here, Reservoir Road here, here's Butterfield Hill where it ends. This is Perkins Hill that turns into Caddy Hill, and this is the Azagrat extension. So we're really talking about this piece here and this piece here, and I approximated where our property line ends there. And hence the Crown Point Road, Mike, we mentioned that, it's really here and it goes to the border of the town and keeps on going. So if you zoom out on the map, if you could, Brandon. Yep. So here it is, it goes to the Springfield border and that's the Crown Point, and then it connects up that one to the gap, yeah.
I have questions, but they would be reserved for the hearing.
yeah.
Sure.
But nothing major, but that's okay.
Is the public hearing notice okay as written, or do you want me to add more detail to it?
No, is that map or one
Well,
of those
this is-
maps?
Public, so I've distributed this to you a
Okay,
couple of weeks ago.
all right, then
And it's posted
then
on
we're
the
good.
website.
We're good, my apologies.
Okay.
And it does say availability of materials, petitions, maps, photographs, et cetera, are available for inspection at the town office.
Very good.
Okay, all those in favor?
I,
Any opposed, any abstentions, motion carries. Public meeting for March 23rd, 6:30. Okay, 2025-26 select board goals. This you bring it.
Got the dinner out of the oven.
Wow. Absolutely.
Get here, and I didn't-
Is that somebody's fault?
Oh. Fine.
You realized it pretty quickly.
Back so soon?
I like you guys, but I was just here last Monday night.
The board wanted to review its goals and attach the minutes. Did everybody have an opportunity to review those?
Yeah.
you attached, what, this excerpt from the minutes, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So the reason for asking is we're coming up to the 1 year anniversary of these, and I'm
Yeah.
curious how far we've actually gotten on any of it. Capital plans, obviously, that's well underway.
Yep.
Have we formed a recycling committee?
We have a transfer station committee, but we have not formed a recycling committee, so that may be something.
No.
We should be interested in doing.
Rate is on, right?
Well, yeah.
She's our recycling leader. Town policies, I don't know what we were talking about there.
I think we,
That's a personnel policy.
Yeah.
There was a lot of policies that
Yeah.
we needed to work on.
yeah,
There's a couple that are still outstanding that we reviewed in the last meeting. Which is the fundraiser cash management policy and the,
Political signs,
yeah, political signs and rules of procedure.
now we've added fireworks and, you know, stuff, okay. I know I had written, and this was my list of things that I wanted, everybody add their own, but. I said on the town policies, either a printed copy of every one of the town's current policy, which we do have now.
Yeah.
If the website, know more about the status of the town's website, we plan to replace it, we can fix it, what ails it, what are the respective costs of these options. At the time. You hadn't gotten any support from the select board on working on the website, so it kind of fell by the wayside. Now there are changes to the website coming because of,
Yeah.
what's the name of that thing that?
migration,
Drupal
7?
Drupal, yeah, Drupal is forcing us to change something, and so we're working on that, right?
Yep, and I don't know, Patience, if you wanna give an update.
What a Drupal is, maybe?
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions.
What's a Drupal?
It's an indigenous fruit.
Being secretary, I am silent.
Okay.
Two different jobs.
So we are currently doing a website migration process, and Patience is handling that with me.
But this isn't something that we asked for. This was something with the software or whatever it is that they do for their little
Yeah.
stuff. They have to change that, and in order to make that change, we have to change, we have to drag all of our stuff onto their new stuff.
Yep, and in the process.
You like those
of
technical
redesign,
terms?
we opted for a standard design. I believe I gave you guys that information a couple of meetings ago, but if I,
It didn't make any sense.
okay,
You gave us a whole glitzy package about Drupal, and I might as well have been trying to read Russian, because I
Yeah.
couldn't understand a word of it.
so we will have a whole new standard design. We were able to pick from 5 standard designs or premium design. We opted to choose one of the 5 standard designs.
That was several months ago.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
We also opted in for Audio Eye, which makes our content accessible for ADA requirements. And the timeline on that, I believe, is 14 to 18 weeks. So that should be live here in a few.
Yeah, it was just good, because it's a hefty fine if we get caught without excessively, somebody can't
Yeah.
access something with a disability on our website. Happens rarely, but when it does, it has a hefty price tag with it. So,
It does, and we have a grant right now too, so
perfect.
and they're waiving somewhat, almost a full year of it, I think half a year of it, plus we have a grant, so.
Good.
We won't actually see a cost for it until the FY29 budget.
So the website's getting changed because of internal changes, not because we're driving it, but because of that, we're updating the website
Yeah.
and making it, trying to address some of the concerns that people have had with it. Is that
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Still a website, it's still a goal.
It's an ongoing,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was actually able to restructure our general fund budget and actually hire someone to focus on this. So we anticipate that going very well.
That was Christian. I'm assuming you meant me. Did you give somebody else?
That's- yeah,
We just drew the boundaries and said, here's it, but we're just trying to honor those boundaries.
Okay.
Pick
I
your
was
side.
trying really hard.
That's how I know now what Drupal is, I mean, sort of,
Yes.
in very vague, generic terms.
I think she came up with it.
Yeah, well, no, she did, because we got the printed thing that didn't make any sense, she was the one that explained it. to us.
Doesn't mean she's not behind the scenes.
Well, maybe.
And she went through the packet too and just for top pages and said, this means nothing. I don't need this. This means nothing.
Drupal, it's all Drupal.
Reserve funds, I'm still in the mud in reserve funds, I would really like. Kelly, I'm sorry, I'm taking over the meeting and I apologize, I will shut up now.
Well, you were saying what you want, go ahead.
Me, yeah, reserve funds, I really would like to know what we have for reserve funds, like, we have a whole book of policies.
Yep,
Is it possible to compile something on reserve funds, what they are, when they were created? What's
Absolutely.
the purpose and what's the running balance? Is that something that shows up in our budget? It'll be in the town report, probably, I would assume.
I wanna say I gave you guys a copy of the reserve funds, but if I didn't.
You probably did and I've forgotten.
But at the next meeting, I'll give you guys an updated copy of all of our
Perfect.
reserve funds.
That'd be great.
The treasurer reconciles those on a monthly basis.
Okay. Yeah, put a date on it so we know what date
Yep.
it was generated.
And then we also have the articles that created each reserve fund, so.
Yeah,
I kinda
I
give-
kind of like to have the
Yeah.
context of each one, so we know what they're for.
Okay,
Sometimes those line items can be pretty cryptic.
yep, I'll get both of those documents for you guys at the next meeting
Perfect.
to review.
She's stealing your words.
What?
She's stealing your words.
Yeah, how am I doing that?
Critic.
Oh,
She's back to you.
it's a good word, we can both use it.
How many more things you got on that before?
3. They're the same list as something. Can I keep going?
Yeah, might as
Well,
well.
they're the same things that are on this list that.
Yeah.
Brian gave us. So, boards and committees. I had asked that we create a better system for keeping track of the town's volunteer boards and committees to prevent a recurrence of what happened with the Veterans Memorial Committee. I know we've made progress.
That seems better to me.
It seems better.
I'm developing an appointed officials handbook. I
Good.
have it nearly ready to go through with you guys, but prioritizing, I had to prioritize a couple other things first.
Oh, totally get that. I just wanted to know that it's still, I know it's ongoing.
Yeah.
You're working on it. There's a lot to do.
Back when I worked for the town of Pembroke, I had to create one, so I used that same
Good.
template that I used out there here, so it wasn't a heavy lift. But it is something I think is gonna benefit down.
Chair O'Brien, would you mind if I digress for 1 second? Go ahead. On that same vein of of board appointed official handbooks. Rika and I recently attended a VLCT webinar on select board onboarding. And they strongly suggested having the same type of thing for new select boards, not just the handbook, but a whole process of welcoming new members and especially on organizational day, and I sent you the link to the templates, they've got them.
Yeah.
So maybe we could add that.
Yeah,
I'll send you they just posted this whole set of templates to use and talk about making that first organizational meeting.
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal and, you know,
You have to.
congratulations, Ms. Henderson, you've just been reelected, welcome to the board, congratulations, whoever gets. And make it a big deal, have the town clerk come here and do the swearing in officially at that meeting, but those are all suggestions, but anyway, it's just on the same line, so I will send those to you. I'll print them out already, good for you, do you want a copy?
wait, that'd be great, yeah. Appreciate it. You want that?
And the actual printed out too, but it's nice. On the long range financial planning, I know that falls under the capital plans and we're doing great with that. And the town plan, I know they're working really, really hard to get it finished so that they can start with the public
We're
hearing.
waiting on comments from you.
Are you? I know, I only got halfway through. So I promise I'll have them finished by the next meeting.
No, that was a great job. That was great help.
Thank you. I'm done. I relinquished the floor.
I never got paid when I wanted to came out. I was saying.
I want a raise. Leave it anyway.
I'll bring my pen.
Anybody else have any questions for Brandon on the select board goals? Are we all set?
I think generally the select board met most of its goals for last year.
Yeah.
We got a couple of things outstanding and we'll make progress on them on the next go around.
This one I'm carrying up, there, I'm doing it again.
Here you go.
Okay, speak. Go ahead. She says with great treat.
She got a piece of paper there. in her hand, another wall. Well, these pieces of paper.
No, it's the same one.
Oh, okay.
Same one. Not making anything about it.
Just all stapled together.
Sorry. Keeping a town manager form of government to reduce board involvement in internal affairs. I do not remember that being brought up. I don't even know what that means.
I don't remember it specifically either.
I do. I brought it up.
Oh,
okay. Get board out of lengthy discussion, stop micromanaging. MT, that would be you.
Yeah.
Have we done that?
Most of us.
Still working. Looking at me.
Is that was? Or I thought it was self-reflection, maybe,
No, it's not self-reflection. I don't micromanage much of anything, even myself. Actually, I probably do a lot of that.
I could provide feedback. I don't feel micromanaged at all at that.
So you think we've?
Yeah. We get going very well.
Alright.
And I tell ya, when I meet with him, I'm blunt and to the point and he knows it.
Not waste words.
That you want.
And I would say a reflection of past years. The board did a great job. And now the last probably 4 or 5 years, almost since you've been here. It started with COVID and then we got hit with a flood emergency.
Yeah.
And we just, so through the past, Kelly, going back 4 or 5 years, we just kept getting hammered and hammered and hammered with all of the stuff that had to be done in the office FEMA records and claims and grants and just on and on and on. That really got in our way of doing a lot of this type of stuff here.
They did.
Yeah, so, you know, it was good to catch up. And get there.
Okay. Future agenda items. Is there anything on here that we need to add?
God, no.
Cake. I heard somebody say cake.
What'd she say? Cake.
I might know something that can make a cake.
Can you pay for that?
She's fake too, you know.
Should we have the recipe on a future agenda item?
There you go. Sure, why not? Welcoming cake.
Maybe
Have
we
cake
should
at
add,
every meeting.
maybe we should add cake baker under appointments.
Oh, hey, if we can have a waiter of course,
That's
we
a
can
good
have cake. baker.
I think so.
Okay.
As long as it's
Wait
not
for
the same
silly
person.
girls tonight.
We don't have any, we do have an appointment. DeForest.
Yes, we do.
We do.
DeForest would like to be appointed to the Veterans Memorial Committee. Jeez, do we really have to think about that one? Jeez.
Take a motion. Make a motion to appoint Forest Spears to the Veterans Memorial Committee. What is the term?
1 year,
1 year?
what it says, yeah.
And is
Seat
there
five.
Huh?
Seat five on the Master Veterans.
seat 5 and is it like select board member at large?
Nope, there are no differentiations on this.
No differentiation,
No.
okay. So you got everything you need?
Yeah, is there a second?
I can say so.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Welcome to the Veterans Memorial Committee again.
Thank you.
She's a glutton for punishment. Here she comes. Okay, approve, any other business? Is there any other business? Nobody has any other business, right? No. Okay. Gotta approve the warrant.
Is this a select board meeting?
Oh, hold on. Uh-oh. What do you got?
I just was remembering, I think I may have only had the conversation with you, Brandon, but, it occurred to me one night that if we really want the capital fund plan to move, you know, and I think I said this before, I mean, we should be really sort of actively selling this to the public. And I had wondered about whether we should just, you know, buy some yard signs to put up around town.
The school has,
The kind
they've
that
got
says,
signs made
oh, have they?
that they're gonna put out.
Uh-huh.
Their flyers are going out this week. They made flyers that are getting mailed.
Great. Okay,
So that's to encourage people to vote in favor of the budget?
Well, now that we have, you know, a procedure for political sign. Policy.
Well,
That was it.
so is that something we want to do? Do we,
I don't know where the funds from something like that come from.
I mean, I would personally, I'll cough up the funds for it, you know, I just think it's really important and I would really like to do everything we can to get it to pass.
you had written up a brochure, where did that end up and where is it being distributed, is it gonna get mailed out?
Downstairs.
Like, how do we get that to the?
So we have an updated one, it looks really good. I can give it to you guys at the next meeting. Do we wanna mail that out? Because I can get it in the mail.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
think so.
We should mail everybody else.
No,
Everybody else.
That'll make sense.
I'm going to email you guys a copy of the flyer, if you have any feedback on it between,
Okay.
let's say we will mail it out. Why don't we do that on the 18th? So I'll send it to you guys in my finalist form on the 12th. If you can give me any feedback over the weekend by the 17th, If I need to make any adjustments, I will, and then we'll mail it out on the 18th.
Mike, did you have a question?
I know you can always find money somewhere, Brandon, but, the first bit of advice would be to talk to, Floanne. This is part of elections. So there might be, she might have money within an election budget, to do some of what Rika's talking about.
Well, but
I don't
anyways,
know.
I'm willing to be plan B for
So
the signs.
What do we want to put on the signs?
Vote yes.
I'd like to address Rika on that. I think I would avoid doing that. I think it's very kind. But it might open a bad gate,
Uh-huh.
a board member financing,
Okay,
something like
I
that.
can understand that, but if the choice was,
my opinion.
No, I don't see it as micromanaging, but as members of the public looking at the board and then not finding out board members personally paid for advertising for this budget item might be crossing, it might, with some cross the line. That's all I'm saying.
I think it makes sense.
well, my concern was only, we don't have money to do this, I guess we'll, and I thought,
Yeah, we can always find one.
I said that was.
We do have recycling committees.
exactly,
Brandon can always find money,
okay,
so,
that's great.
I'll leave it at that for now.
Before, speaking of finding money, I do have one item under the future agenda items. I had already talked to.
We're
Mr.
not
Bowman
in
about
there.
it.
What?
I know, but we just backed up for Rika. Can you back up for me?
I thought we were under any other business.
Okay, we were under any other business. I had asked that, we discuss plans for the 250th celebration. We have some people that are going to do a presentation to the board regarding what they are proposing to do, and there is a template for a resolution for the select board to adopt. Committee.
Perfect night for our fireworks.
Have the committee carry out something that becomes our official contribution to the state and national.
Well, it sounds like all that stuff is coming at us anyway.
And I'm asking that it be put on the agenda for the next meeting to get timing in place for all these activities that are gonna follow.
But I do have it on the agenda for the next meeting.
Okay.
As a placeholder to discuss with you.
That shouldn't wait till the meeting afterwards.
No, you get this one. This is.
Speaking of individual interests,
Let's try it meetings. There's only a uncomfortable decision for Nate in the next.
It's the last meeting. We're gonna need cake for that.
I'll bring cake.
I need cake now.
I didn't bring any today. I brought it instead. I didn't have enough left.
All right,
Okay, proof of warrant.
Okey dokey. Phew. Man,
That was rough.
make a motion to approve the warrants dated February 9th, 2026. General fund payroll total $18,209.04. Operating expense, general fund total $62,331.22. Highway fund payroll total $13,448.57. Operating expense total $17,317.12. Solid waste management fund payroll total $2,480.35. Operating expense total solid waste management fund $21,714.50. Library payroll total $2,681.04. There is one miscellaneous category, First Light Library Internet Grant, CCI AA ARPA grant. So that's two for total operating of $584.30. Total of all categories. Payroll $86,819.00. Operating expense $101. $101,947.14.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, I just got one question I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Under the solid waste. I thought our electronics are free, we have to pay to get rid of those?
Certain electronics we do have to pay to get rid of. I'll check on that.
Okay, I just thought that they were all free, so I was just surprised to see it on there.
It depends on what it is.
But we take them for free even though
Yes.
we have to pay for them. Then we shouldn't be taking them for free if we have to pay for them.
I think that's why we need to do the evaluation.
Okay, gotcha. That was the only question I had, believe it or not. I just, to me, that's putting us back in a hole somewhere, so.
Yeah.
Okay, all those in favor of the warrant signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. You can pay everybody.
Alright.
Okay. I need a motion to go into executive session 1 VSA 313(1)(a).
So moved. Contracts?
Second now.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Carries. Well, thank you, patient. Sorry to have you drag out on a half an hour's worth of time.
Here's my rag. Do you want to take the keys and you can go and then I'll call Dad? And we can drop you off.
No, I think this works, because if she takes the keys and she drives home, she has to come back and get you, she can bring cake. She's got time, she's got